And kind of where does the line stop in terms of what you see in terms of the legislation, which is actually really useful, and what is warranted compared to kind of stuff that is just going too far in terms of making it a tick box exercise?
Yeah, I mean, this is quite relevant. We're about to submit a Gateway 2 application on category A for an existing flat that our client bought, but wasn't aware that it was actually a high-risk building. I mean, I think the intent behind all of it, if we start with Building Safety Acts and so on, I think the intent behind it is absolutely right. One of the things that I've said to everyone in the studio is that they should all watch the Netflix documentary of that evening, Grenfell. The book by Peter Apt is extraordinary as well. So there's, the intent behind all of that, I think, is sound. I think it's all come together at the same time, hasn't it? So it's a perfect storm of issues. I think obviously the building safety regulator is putting steps in place and so on, but I think the industry needs to be responsible, and it hasn't been really. So and if I'll be really direct, it hasn't. It can't. In some ways, it's proved it can't be trusted if you see all the courts and litigation stuff that's going on at the moment. And I've got a friend who's a construction lawyer. He's very busy at the moment. Things going back 20 years where this is not from him, but in general, I've heard stories about lots of cavities, fire barriers not been in place, and all this remediation stuff. And that's absolutely shocking, really. I mean, I might be going off on a bit of a rant here, but I do agree with that, and I think it's the right thing. What was the other point about it? Was energy.